Nwa bụ sọnwa, enu na-asa nwa. Hey! Mama forget, hapụ ukwu. Okay, good evening everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You all are welcome to this live stream. Good evening. Okay, so I want to talk about, can you find meaning? What do you mean by when you say let's go back to our roots? Let's go back to our roots. That way, they get away bastardize the like they don't deal with the word they are demonizing the word. People are demonizing it with their actions. It's just like the way feminism was demonized, you know. It's not a movement that just came up on its own. There are factors that made it come up. There is no smoke without fire. Now, people are demonizing the word, the sentence, let's go back to our roots. If you can hear me, please say hello. I want to check something. I want to know if I can be able to see your comments. Can mark or the yesterday, so I can use my second phone to read comments because it's a live chat. You're chatting with me. The only difference is that you're typing and I'm talking. So I want us to understand this night what we mean by let's go back to our roots. We need to understand it. Let's go back to our roots. Before I go further, my phone number is +234 305 70506. I will go again. +234 305 70506. Now, when we say let's go back to our roots, what do we mean? Because it is now looking like let's go back to our roots. Or they call wego. Or they call robwe ube no oko. Or they call like that's what everybody's understanding or projecting when they hear let's go back to our roots. That's what people think it is. Hold on, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see the live stream. Okay? Because I'm not seeing any comments. I'm trying to make sure it's not like yesterday. If it's like yesterday, then I can read from here. Okay? All right. So when we say, let's go back to our roots. Oburo ka eje gwoba ogwu. Oburukwa no ife igwo ga-eme ndị na-agwo gwoba. Oburo no ka eje gbube mmadu. Oburo ka iyebe mmadu nsi. When we say, let's go back to our roots, let's go back to the way things are. Let's take, for instance, Kaiga na educational sector. Kaiga, let's go. Greetings, Army Divinity. Okay, I see you. Let's take, for instance, our educational system. Pre-colonization was something to write home about. In the early times, if with this thing you hear today, protection, there are people that run to a deity for the deity to protect them. That's a lie. You see, Diala, Osuala, Dinta, Osunta, Dinka, Osunka, all these things are institutions that is meant to bring out masters and professors in their field, in their own field. These are institutions. You see people thriving in their nature-given talents. Maybe you would like to call it God-given talents in their onatarachi. Because when a child is given birth to, they ask questions. They want to know what this child is going to be in the future. They check the child's charts. Nene ihe oto si wede mgbe amụrụ ya. To find out exactly what this child is going to be like in the future, where this child is going to thrive. Now, from childhood, they already know, from birth, they already know a child that will be dealing with land matters, issues of famine, land disputes, laws of the land. That now we want to call them lawyers, the judiciaries, the legislatives, the legislators, the executives, and all that. These people can be characterized under Diala, Ndieze, Osuala. They can be characterized there. Now, if you want to talk about teachers, people that help people, maybe there are even people that maybe you can't easily figure them out. They are not sure of what they are interested in. They are not sure of where they are not sure of what their gifts are. This is where Osua will come in. Or Dia will come in. To help them understand what's their gifts, what their life is about. To ask them important questions to find out, okay, kadife na like ime, kadife moge na wage, kadebe oibale afa, wemalo, okay. This is where this child, this is where the gift is going to. This is where it is meant to be. Child, I'm busy. You have to go and close my door. Oh, Papa. This is where this child is meant to come from. This is what this child is meant to be. And then you start guiding that child from there. Maybe the child is interested in Ankanozo. It's Osunka and Dinka that will help guide that child to become the best version of themselves. But today, because we are no longer in tune with who we are, because we've lost our identity, you will take a child. You will force a child to learn everything because you will take a child that is interested in just being a sculptor. Maybe their onunka is to mold something. Osunka is to maybe sculpture. Maybe I can sit like this and the child will mold me exactly the way I'm seated. And you will take that child, you'll be forcing that child to learn English and mathematics. You'll be forcing that child to learn music. You'll be forcing that child to learn physics and geography. But that child is not interested. That child will never fit in. Because, first of all, the place you're trying to push this child to is because there is already a manual and everybody's trying to follow it. Kihe Melon and DCLI, our leaders, why is it that they are not even using the hospitals here? Why? Because they know that most people here don't even know what they are doing. Doctors that are trained here, most of them don't know what they are doing. EJ hospital, there antibiotics, the people that brought this medical system to you, they don't give antibiotics the way you give antibiotics in our hospitals. You might take your child to the hospital and they end up telling you to go home, cook some soup, give him oranges, he'll be fine. Give him tomatoes, he'll be fine. I remember one of my brother-in-laws was having kidney problems. He went to, I don't know which hospital, whether it's UNTH. The kind of antibiotics and differences they wrote for him, he had and the kidney, his legs were beginning to swell, his stomach was beginning to swell. He took his test results to meet a doctor, Dr. Ebozwe. Chukwugozie that man. Dr. Ebozwe, his wife is from, I think his wife is from Germany, a medical doctor, a professor. I think he schooled outside. When he brought those, the woman was like, what is this? Who gave you all this? This will further damage you. So, this will further damage you. The woman simply go and eat berries. Put lime, lemon in warm water and drink it. Stop taking all these things. Drop them. That was how he got better. He started passing urine normally. He started passing everything well. And the leg swelling started coming down. But people here gave him plenty of medicine that he did not need. the kidney problem will not even come up in the first place. We are eating a whole lot of things we are not supposed to be eating. That's what we mean by let's go back to our roots. When you go to the hospital, you will see children, 5 years, kidney failure, 10 years, kidney failure, 18 years, 15 years, 12 years, cancer. People my age dying of cancer. That's why we are talking about let's go back to our roots. You people, we are thinking that not those who need to go. Food for rich people are canned food. I'm chopping canned food. I have money. People that are out there looking for organic food to eat. There was a time when you have cough. If you lick orange, you will feel better. That's vitamin C. Times when people were eating electric food. Not now that everything, even they are giving you seed. You think the seed they are giving you. I don't even know whether they will let this video fly because I've done a video like this before and they flagged it. When we say let's go back to our roots, it's not about Ogwego. It's not about Skakobo. It's not about no. Go back to your Aka. Your Akaraka, understanding who you are and how you can help this society we are in because it is collapsing. On other every day. People have lost hope. It's collapsing day by day. If you're even, thank you so much for the shares. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. If you're even telling them that herbs can treat an ailment like this, they will tell you no, it is not true. Who said it? If the masters, slave masters have not said it, we don't believe in it. But is it happening? It is happening. There are people that are gifted. When we say let's go back to our roots, it's for us to use those gifts, those agbo, I know some people think it's about going home, you buy chicken for your chi, you kill dog for your agbo. Since after doing that, what have you done? Those that are supposed to produce the cars, are they producing it? Those that are supposed to produce phones, are they producing it? You that is going to school to become a lawyer, or if you might end up becoming just charge and bail. Is that what you were called to do? You that is going to school to become a doctor, or if are you sure you're not a carpenter? You become a doctor, you enter the theater, you become a licensed murderer. Because you don't know what you're doing there. Because you are not even called there. But because maybe your mother wants to be mama doctor, your father wants to be papa doctor, they forced you to study a course that you're not even interested in instead of following your agbo. There are children that is only interested in crafts. Aqua. Clothes. They want to craft wares. Fashion. When they get into it, you see them doing well. Vicky James also saying she's the only teller in Nigeria. I would not tell her cause seamstress. You want to call it fashion designer. Oh, you banana Arabian. By the end of the day, California more na kwapota kwa. Osuolu ga kwa emaro na a professional. Oh, your back where? Is she the only teller? No. But when she does it, people come out to look at what she did, a masterpiece. She's not the only teller. But because she is where she's meant to be, and she's shining there, that is her star. Are you doing your star? Every month, but you're not productive. Then what you're doing is nonsense. You're not productive. You're not producing anything. I use it to teach you. I use it to talk to you. I use it to heal. Yes, I've treated cancer patients. I've treated PCOS. And yes, I'm still treating. That is what my own agbo does. Network. Network. I'm not even then done unlocking mine. People can be also have multiple talents. Never multiple talents. They do a whole lot of things and they are jack of all trades, master of all. There are people like that. There are special people. Omebe nka odigi konka ka omekare. Omebe nka odigi konka ka omekare. Oburu ife dị n'akala aka ya. That somebody is already singing does not mean you cannot sing too. Because that person cannot sing the way you sing. That's what we are talking about. Let's go back to your roots. Do you know that there are ailments that you heal with sounds? The person just needs to listen to the right frequency to get the healing we are talking about. There are ailments that you treat with sounds. Do you know that people have certain ailments due to trauma? There are people, guidance and counselors is a gift, that will talk to you. And certain pains in different parts of your body located, different location pains will just vanish. Because they healed a trauma that caused a pain in your body. That's what we mean by let's go back to our roots. Functioning well. When we talk about let's go back to our roots, we had the first university was in Africa. These people you hear about, Socrates, Aristotle, they were here to school. Shakespeare, Hunter, they came here to school. Civilization is started here. So when we are saying let's go back to our roots, we are talking about let's go back to our God self, the way we were. We are not talking about let's go back to mediocrity. We are not talking about that is not going back to your roots. That is deception. Going back to your roots means if you have to have money, you will work for it. You will work for it. Because our root says, if you walk, you chop. Work chop. You have to work, you will chop. If you don't get your hands dirty, you're not going to eat anything. You're going to work. First. Going back to your root is not If there's any your chi eats, you must only chicken eri. We name a caro wage. Oh, ya gonna mechigo na. Ya gonna mechigi. Ona wake. Let's liken your tea to solar panel. Solar panel. Eje yo kono. Okay, like this my place now. This is solar panel. Inverter. There's an inverter. The solar panel. Chia. Any day I have something important to talk about, network will disturb me. Every day I have something important to talk about. And when it disturbs me, I go back into my shell. I will go and rest. The solar panel. Let's look at the solar panel. Chia. Now I'm having this light here. It's connected to inverter. I'm having this light here because the sun, the more the sun shines on it, the more light it gives. It's doing its work and giving light. So assuming now the light, so what makes this solar panel to give light is actually the sun and being connected to that inverter, in that battery, energy saver. Now, if I bring down those solar panels and I say I want to feed it, if I pour chicken blood on it from today till tomorrow, it will not give me light. There are principles. It will not give me light. It will only give me light when it is out there, exposed under the sun, where it actually thrives. That's where it can perform its duty. If rain falls on, if I keep it there and it rains for maybe 5 continuously, I'm not going to have any light. Or if I bring it inside the house, I'm not going to have any light. So how do you light up your life? How do you energize your chi? It is by doing the work. It is by doing the work you're called to do. That is what your chi feeds on. If you're not doing what you're here to do, your chi grows dim. Your light, chi is the light within you. Your higher self, it grows dim. It becomes dim. Imarukwa low current or half current. It grows dim. And it gets to a point that it will start feeling like it is useless. It will start looking for another body to inhabit, to see if it can function. That is where you see soul splitting. Asigena ofue noroma de boa, ofue noroma de toa. That soul is trying to find fulfillment. But they are trying to find the right body to do what they are here for. They are trying to find it. Man, one small boy went to my inbox with the kind of alacrity and boldness I do not understand, and they will tell me, "Ma, I've suffered in my life. Ever since my mother gave birth to me, nothing is working for me. I've done so many different kind of work. Nothing is working for me. Even started doing computer work. Ma, I came so you can help me so that I can be cashing out." And I asked this person, "How old are you?" Because this person don't talk story of their life that I'm already thinking, okay, this person is 50 years or 40 years. They don't see shaggy. How old are you? I will not see 19 years. I will be weak. I will not see 22 years. I will be weak. Like, I will not, what have you seen? Kerihi fuguru. In a chat, your chodada. Oya we here for. She block you. Or he block you. In a chat, yaki boy wayo. And this yoji begin no about victims of war. Colonial era. Have you checked that the White House was built by black people? In DCOG, we had the best, going back to our roots, we had the best architects. The walls of America was built by black slaves. We're harvesting cotton, doing so many things. Do you know why Oyibo started sleeping with black people then? And making black women to breastfeed their babies. Because they believe that their babies will be stronger when black women breastfeed them. Because they don't know. They don't even breastfeed their babies. So they pay wet nurses. If you've heard about, go and browse about wet nurses so that you understand what I'm talking about. To feed their baby so that their baby can be strong like black baby. They want to understand how you people are so strong, how you people are like this or like that. They want to understand it. Factually, Matia. Gives Monday said she knows about it. They want to understand it. Most of the inventions you see on this COG, most of the inventions, now them. That's what we mean by let's go back to our roots. You see governments giving out contracts to build road. You will go there, you will see that oye, no at the helm of affair. Boyen attack out to Oyara. Do we not have engineers in Nigeria? Do we not have good construction engineers in Africa? But corruption and everything has eaten deep. Do we not have them? It's because most of them know that what they are teaching in school is not enough. Even yourself, if you enter plane today and they can't tell you, say, the person who build this aeroplane now, graduate of UNN or ASUT or this, you will rush and come down because you don't trust the system. You don't know what they are doing there. In Morocco, sorting Koya you pass here. In Morocco, carpenter corrode engine. You're going to rush down because you don't want to risk your life on something you're not sure of. Because we already know the system is rotten. That's why we are screaming, let's go back to our roots. Ishimiri. The leaders we have today, the corruption and everything that they do, they swear themselves in with Bible and Quran, and they are there doing evil. Let's swear them in with Ahmadiyya and see if they will not do well. That's why we say let's go back to our roots. Mwenu bani osa. Isolu na ndi eze. Isolu no ocheche. And you don't have truth in you. And you're being corrupt, and you're being whatever vice you want to be doing, performing in your office. And Yakubu gives threats. Ajani will come against you, but you swear with something that we all know there's no power in it. When you tell them to come and swear, you will not see anybody contest for anything again. Nobody, because there will be no gain inside. But people are motivated to contest because they will be able to steal some resources for themselves. That is the only motivation that you will see 100 posters for presidency, 200 posters for governor of different people. That's the only reason. People will borrow money to contest for election. Why is it a business venture? It's because the office has become a business venture for so many people. You go there, you steal the resources, and then you go scot-free. Because we have lost our roots. We've lost our bearing. If I may, maybe. Children of 6 months having cancer problem, liver problem. Eat natural food. Greetings, Chukwu Augustina. Eat healthier food, so you can be healthier. During the time of your great-grandfather, was cancer always there? Was kidney failure always there? No. Because they were eating good food. They were eating balanced diets. They know how to eat. Hatano, vegetables, meats, egg, everything. Hamayewo ice fish. There are people that go to the stream, hakwazo, nata, and they will sell it to you. Everything was fresh from the source. You become what you eat. The kind of preservatives and food, that is why we are getting sick. You got that in tomato. Tomato. It's not tomato that is inside. You go think also, and you think it's luxury. All the soda and beverages produce in Nigeria. Bitter sanka, mass production, you don't know what's inside. Nka, predator, monster, bulldozer, efi, bogu, udene. For a war. And your liver, your kidney is suffering it. And me result akpo ichobo nko gị nọ na village say no since go terane. Ndị village gị wee chụwa gị ka afọ gị ji wee kowe ụkwụ gị wee zawa. Mba ihe irikọtacha. Most of you all ihe irikọta na gị nsogbu. And if you don't detox and purge yourself, you will go. Ebiakwa ọzọ, ibidokwa n'ishi. I don't understand why a woman there's a reason a maternal leave that you will not eat healthy and pump breast milk for your child. You want to buy milk, Complan. You want to buy this one for your child. Or problem your breast milk is flowing fine, but because you want to be a rich woman, you want to display how many tins of milk that your child took. Do you know that your breast milk contains the vital nutrients that your baby needs for at least for the first 6 months to 1 year of their life? Do you know that it contains the antibiotics that they need for the first 6 months or 1 year of their life? Do you know that a breastfeeding mother, your child will get Apollo. They will tell you to put the breast milk in their eyes and it will cure them. It's an antibiotic. It contains the antibiotic that child needs to be safe. But no. You want to be a rich woman. So you're going to buy milk and full everywhere. Oh, we are very rich. We only eat spaghetti and noodles in our house. Woman was telling me how rich she was, that all her children drinks is tea and bread. Indomie. Rice. That's the only thing that her children likes. They are so rich. Oh, they have all the juice. They have bobo. They have Capri-Sun. They have this one. And you've made this thing food for your children. Now how many years money? I still don't know why they are so from time to time. Your children love sweet things from time. But don't make it their food. Don't make it their food. You end up complicating your child's health. You end up compromising their immune system. You end up ruining their life. Obere watakere. On a 5 years, 10 years, afanaza, okuanaza, kedife nemia. I say no way diabetes. I say no way kidney failure. I say how? Oda maya, it's not some bego or maya. Oda maya, or set to be siga. I say no way colon cancer. Or set to be siga, maybe cause. But did you check the food you were giving this child? Did you check? No, my sister was having problem with her leg. There was this pain she was having in her leg. And this doctor told her, that woman, Dr. Ebezo's wife, who is also a doctor, told her, stop taking milk and your problem. She stopped taking milk and the problem vanished. Have you checked what you're eating? If you what it does to you. Okwanatage. Aruni nanamege. If you don't make your food your medicine, or if I mean it by going back to your roots, if you don't make your food your medicine will become your food. You will have up to 16 tablets you're going to take for every day for the rest of your life. You will be on injection. You will be on different shots. Your life will become miserable. But we want to be doing rich woman, rich woman, rich woman. Rich man, rich man, rich man, rich man. Do you know? I heard somebody, I can't remember who said that. I went for video recently, saying, no, na kidney failure, cancer, all these things, colon cancer, all those things. Niha worry and the big man. Do you know the reason you worry and the big man then? Because not the big man they read all this rubbish then. People did not have that luxury, but MSU this year cheap now. Everybody can afford it. MSU the cheap. That everybody can afford it. You brother and the big man or son a high BP boy and the big man and why? It's because not the big man we had me afford them. Wow. On the big man now weekend Maya every Saturday, or every weekend they will stay somewhere, they will drink themselves to stupor. There is an engine inside your stomach. Your liver and your kidney, these are engines in terms of processing what you're eating. What happens when you overwork an engine or core? Or when you give it something that does not heal it, or core engine. We start your motor, na motor, kuji motor na po mbiri adiro na ihe na gi na coolant gi ni ihe coolant container gi ko radiator water ko gene. What do you do? At a point here na gi overheat. Because there is nothing to cool it. So the food you're eating is there to help your body and also help that engine. But when you're eating something that is not helping or beneficial to the engine, and the engine continues working, trying to sieve the trash day by day, over time you develop one thing, either you develop kidney failure, gallbladder stone, different area. Your body becomes a home of different sickness. Why can't you say, let's go back to our roots? Eat good food. Riezibonni. Why are you struggling at it? It's like a fish inside water. looking at a monkey jumping the tree. Oh, this is so easy. And I call the monkey aka. The monkey is getting fruit and eating, and then the fish comes out of the water. Can you climb? But the fish does not know. The only place he can thrive is inside that water. The fish will come on land. It's going to die. It's going to die. Because the fish was not meant to climb trees. So when we pick up our children, put them in these schools, that doesn't help them much. And you are not interested in their talents to understand. Whatever they want to do, if they want to be an electrical engineer, go and fix them with one electrician. If they are doing, even if they want to be going to if you want them to be going to secondary school, after school, yeah, then lesson electrician. If your child loves to sew clothes, even if you want them to be going to school, after primary 6, let them go. Find out what they love. If they say they love music, put them in a music class, even if they are doing the general one. Because what you're doing, forcing a child that has all these diverse talents, what you're doing is that you're killing that child. At a point, they will lose themselves. They won't even know what they are here for. It's like bringing a fish to do climbing competition with a monkey. That fish is bound for failure. Because the body system is not modified for breathing on land, is not modified for climbing. Or bringing a ghost to do climbing competition with a monkey is not going to work out. It will get to a point that child will lose themselves. They won't fear. Medicine. Maybe not engineering culture, or maybe not also go accounting. My doctor. That child will be in that school. Oh, we can go first year, second year, not tired. On It's a man of your name, and also in the medical school where better. No, they say no that goosey. Because that's not where that child belongs. So they are bound to be frustrated because they don't have the zeal to save lives. That is not what they are here for. That is what we mean by let's go back to our roots. Our ancestors were star readers. Astrology. The science is called Uzuigwe. The ways of the sky. That's when a child is born, they already know what their child is going to be. I don't have children. I already know what my first child will be like, what my second child will be. I already know that. Because it is there in my charts. I'm able to read that. So if you have children, it's good that you check to know where they are meant to be. To know the right place they are meant to be fixed. Observe them. Ask them questions. Check all these things. Same one why check matter how to guide your child. That is why China, you see little children. You see no one can they produce here. You check them well. And if on the China they eat healthy. They are eating different herbs. I'm not for their culture of eating frog. Although now when they side and attack what they are eating different rubbish like scorpions and all those things. But that's not what I'm here for. In any star, any hoyabo. Bidonoge we guide we are in that direction. If what I carry oboro star kwesere star. Not say for star, will go that any make create star. You were all legend. It's yana ime Heniken. Hapo star oboro star ebo kwesere star. So that their life can be long. So that their life will be easier. So they can become heroes in their field. And become legends in their field. Stop doing this. That is what we mean by let's go back to our roots. When everything had direction. Now we are just scalar quantities. Scalar quantities. Quantities that have magnitude but no direction. That is what Ndibo, that is what Ndisioji have turned to. Let's go back to being vector quantities when we had magnitude and we have directions. What do you think? Even in your Bible, maybe you're a Christian watching me. If I am is devil worshipping. If I am is so when Jesus was born, the 3 wise men that saw the star, what were they reading? You might not know the star can read. We might that a great person was born and then recognize that particular star and let the star guide them to the place where this star was born. What did they say he's going to be? He's going to be a counselor. He's going to be this. He's going to be a prince. He's going to be this. Like it was written in the stars. Can you say I go the thing? No. Oleba muloye wae na anu otu kpakpando wepụta nke kachasị ibe ya mma iji gosi na moro onye nzọpụta. So our ancestors were studying the stars and they check when children are born what is going to happen, what is going to become of this child. They will ask questions and they will know how to channel these children. If for that child osuago ebidi guide ya. When the ago is defined amarebo na abaye Osu, they in charge of that one, or D, they in charge of that one. Will start guiding that child. That is why we misunderstand the Osu this thing to be outcast. Osu is not outcast. It's a system of education. It's a system of learning. It's a system of leadership. It's a system of growth. That's why you have Osuala, you have Osunka, you have Osuji, you have Osuago. You have Osulo. You have Osofia. Osofia is a pharmacist. Because they are dealing with plants, grasses, herbs. That's what they are dealing with. Studying them. And letting you know of the uses. It's not a system it's not a case system for discrimination against your fellow human being. But that's what we've done as a people because we've been misinformed. We've lost who we are. We've lost our identity. We've lost everything. And then everything is just like akukifo to us. It's like storytelling. You are there in Obete Market and you come to my inbox. But maybe because of you, so women are dying because they don't have the right person to help them deliver their child. And you think you need a laugh, madam, you'll be frustrated. Or oga, or some working away, or someone away give to you, sometimes some working away. Okay, abu midwife, or brother can app or midwife, or no, so why abu midwife? It's not going to work because somebody faces again, you'll be frustrated. Omanga. So, let's go back to our roots. That is what we mean. I mean, let's go back to our roots. Okay, bute bike. Okay, bute go. I didn't bute go. Bute ana akpa ego akpa. Ana akpa akpa. Ego na abia abia. Ona anakwara mmụọ ka obu. That is what we are talking about. That is what we mean by let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to our roots, Abron Hollywood. That tells you one native doctor in your village, this and that, and then suddenly some missionaries came and then they shouted blood of Jesus and he fell. You know, when people are shouting blood of Jesus, they want me to be doing like this. But funny enough, I'll even dance to your music, nothing will happen. Because it's just fun to me. It's just fun. We need to do better as a people. We need to do better. We need to learn. We need to go back to the drawing board. That's what we mean by let's go back to our roots. Let's go back. Mgbe nsọ bụ ndụ. Mgbe ewelu nsọ. Mgbe ọ bụ nwanne gbuo nwanne ya na akụgbuo ya straight. Let's go back. These days, I'm a busy person. Them madu. Asina na-eme Yahoo. Na na-eme Plus. Na na-eme nka. I am an organ harvest ka na-eme. Hiding behind, let's go back to our roots. That is what we mean by let's go back to our roots. Not to be doing all those I saw we see on social media. Ebela alo yenka, ebela mo yenka, ebela otu yenka, ebela isi yenka, ebela ko yenka. Oko chicho. Oko chicho. Let's go back to when a son comes back with questionable wealth. Nne ajụọ ya isi ebe ewete. Kedu ife na alụ? Ka amarakwa ka ị na-arụ mmadụ nke ya n'ike. Or if you got the wealth through honest living. That's what we mean by let's go back to our roots. These days, what I carry ya pay who go near moto, they will not ask questions. They will drive. Manaka 15 naira ama 1,000 miss in account or if an access bank, if an first bank, ebe hana bamba, now we'll jump in the table. Mane go phone account to yours okay, you go gihenda honini, and it is okay. Or if I mean it, let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to our roots. If we are let's go back to our roots. How do you make your money? Ogwagi. Let's go back. Oh yabo, let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to our roots. Abure go mbute ije party weru bondu lego na mmadụ okwute na display on well to the questionable. If you to get ebe Dangote na atụ mmadụ ego na atụ weru bondu na atụ ego maọbụ displaying like that, you won't see him doing that. Let's go back to if you to get ebe Bill Gates na atụ mmadụ ego. If you to get ebe Warren Buffett na atụ mmadụ ego. Let's go back. If you to get ebe Tobela na atụ mmadụ ego. If you to get ebe Mike Kotoni Elumelo or Mike Adenuga, Hanchanini, have you seen them doing that? Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm going to end this video here. It's becoming too long. But if you have any question, yes, they hide behind let's go back. And once they do it, if you go to the comment section of such post on Facebook, what you'll be seeing is in the let's go back to our roots. In the let's go back to our roots. They want to demonize that sentence. They want to bastardize it and make it so evil. Yes, I'm still not afraid. With everything men Anambra, with what's his name? Kadafia Soludo. I make a post, you see people Soludo will soon come. Like, are you mad? Are you crazy? And we finna make it see. He got through all of you na woku. Came out with the key honor, me. If we are wow, everybody. You know, it will not stop me from standing out. I will tell you, yeah, I'm a native doctor. I can defend what I do. I can defend what I do. I give herbs, yes. I will defend it. Show you my track record. People I've healed are willing to talk to you and show you their test results. And their test results after I've treated them. Because I don't treat blindly. You cannot come to me and I will treat you without you going for test. You will show me your test results. I will assess it. And how we are going to go about it. Every 2 months or every 1 month, depending on your ailment, you will go for tests. Let's see, can get change. Depending on your interaction with that herb I'm giving you, after your first test, I will check. Compare and contrast. The first results and the second results. Okay, the herb is going well. We continue with it. If I give you herb, say okay. Then I will understand, okay, I will look for alternative this thing. Same way they can give you some antibiotics and it doesn't go well with your system. Do you know I was treating a cancer patient that was also diabetic? I gave him soursop leaf and it was making his sugar to climb. People react differently, and I had to look for another alternative that is not Sansop leaf and give him. And that one was fine with him. That is why Adema Rogo Ketie na afia. Because people react differently. Maybe when in the future, when I have money for a lab to carry out these experiments, bring in pharmacists, and the only thing we are doing is herbal. We are not going to chemicalize any drug or try to preserve it in ways it should not be preserved. Because preservatives are added to oil. These are the dreams I have. Let's go back to our own medicine. People that are going to India to treat cancer, Indians are using herbs to treat the cancer patients. That's what they are using. Emaro. Most of the Indians, they cannot even speak English. Bear, you will need an interpreter. They are good in medicine. They are using nature, using herbs to treat. And people are going there, health tourism, to get treatments. In the China, Awonka, technology. And what on Kahana Daro? In nature. They are not Christians. Business Kafano. They will produce the Bible and ship it down to you. They will produce the car, ship it down. Produce the phones, ship it down. Produce if I want nature. China ya queer. And see how they are fast developing. Oh, I am running cause of you when they feel attacked, they feel challenge. Mambo half. Ewe murizi mama njiwe ebo half. So when we say let's go back, do you know there was a time that China mandated all their citizens when they started going back to their roots? They made all their citizens as in everybody one child. In one may boy mega arrest. And everybody one child for them to be able to contain and develop before they can be able to start having before you can have start having more than one children. There was a time it was only one child you can have in China. Because they were trying to build. They were trying to stabilize their system. They closed off to the outside world. And after developing themselves, they opened their doors to everybody to come in. That is what we need to do. Go back to the drawing board. Go back. Go back. I'm going to end this video. If you have any question based on let's go back to our roots, please drop it and I'll answer you. Based on let's go back to our roots, drop the question and I'll answer you. Ozubo. Abiakwara drum na WhatsApp manzakwage. And that's the problem. When we start swearing the government in with Amadi or Hanebu Shango, everybody will sit up. Everybody will sit up. But as long as we are still swearing them in with Bible and Quran, they will continue messing up because there's no power inside. They are not scared. Nothing is scaring them. Okay? Gift Monday. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any question, please drop it. I will close this by 9 p.m. without any question. Okay, any questions, any questions, any questions? I guess there are no questions. All right, I'll be ending it. Have a wonderful day.